So it's a big hello from me, Sophia Webster, on the 24th of August, around about midnight, from my accommodation here in Freetown, Sierra Leone. And I know it's very late, but we've had a very busy week and we're leaving very early for Côte d'Ivoire in the morning. And I wanted to make sure that I updated you on all of our activities and stories so far this week, to give you a really good idea of what we've been up to. At the beginning of the week, we were in Guinea-Bissau. This is a country that's seen very recent conflict, has a population of 1.55 million and a very high rate of maternal deaths at about 790 per 100,000 live births. There's also a really high rate of teenage pregnancy among the young girls. Our planned one-night stop turned into 3 on account of some difficulties gaining permission for entry to Guinea, our next country, and on the second day visited the hospital to donate some medical equipment. Unfortunately, I couldn't do any recording within the maternity wards themselves, but I did manage to record this short film from the car as we were leaving. As you can see, the hospital was sprawled over quite a large area. The maternity block was right at the back. Unfortunately, there was no theatre integral as part of the maternity block, and if a patient needed a caesarean, they were wheeled outside, along a dirt road, and back inside to the operating room. In terms of delivery beds, there were 3 to cater for a population delivering about 7,000 babies a year. This compares to about 5 times as many beds in my local hospital in the UK, delivering a similar number of babies. The medical staff of the hospital were really pleased with the donations of pregnancy tests, midwifery packs and educational materials, and I'm sure they'll be put to good use. And then it was time to head back to the airport to prepare for our flight to Freetown. Unfortunately, we had to give our planned flight, which was to Guinea, a miss because we never did get landing permission and we're still not quite sure why. Here we are in Bissau, just come ready to leave. We've come to check the airplane, pack the airplane, get ready for our flight to Freetown. And as you can see, it's raining. It's been raining hard for 3 days. And what do we find? But we find all of our medical equipment is absolutely soaking. Not only that, but our t-shirts, our postcards, various bits and pieces. So we've come up with a plan, and that's going to be to dry everything out when we get to Freetown. But it's a little bit of a challenge for the moment. The airport in Freetown is on the other side of a large estuary. Most people travel across to the town by a car ferry or, like us, by a water taxi. That's a journey that's quite interesting, especially in the heavy rain. In Freetown, we were kindly hosted by the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine's Making It Happen programme, and they put together a really great itinerary for us here for a 3-day stay in the city. The first stop was a motivational talk at a local girls' school where they were hosting a summer camp, and we talked about teenage pregnancy and about the importance of trying to delay childbearing to enable education and economic empowerment.
Because studies that take you somewhere in the world.
The following day we went to the main hospital in Freetown, which is called the Princess Christian Medical Hospital, and we met the medical superintendent and the matrons in charge, and then delivered some scenario-based clinical skills teaching to about 12 midwives as part of a refresher course. And we focused specifically on heavy bleeding at the time of delivery and shortly afterwards, and neonatal resuscitation, and they're two of the main skills required for safe delivery on the labour wards.
So my name is Sophia Webster. I'm a doctor from the UK, and I'm here for 3 days in Sierra Leone. 3 of the main problems that we all come across, which is collapse and hemorrhage of a patient, often postpartum, sepsis, and also preeclampsia, eclampsia, and a little bit of newborn resuscitation, because I thought they're skills that even though we've all learnt about them, it's very good to refresh.
I was teaching a group of about 15 midwives from throughout the hospital.
I want to say thank you very much, Flag, for every mother, and this is definitely this is what we wanted in the hospital.
So thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed my morning, and I think we've all really shared some great experiences and learned from each other, with particular reference to maternal collapse and postpartum hemorrhage and eclampsia and sepsis. So as a final gesture, I wanted to give a small donation to the hospital. So I have 3 blood pressure monitors, which are either battery or electric operated. So thank
you very much.
And here there are 3 packs of basic midwifery equipment, including a gestation wheel, an ambu bag, a tape measure, a pinhole stethoscope, a stethoscope. So perhaps we can put them on the ward as well.
Thank you very much.
And so that's it from me for this episode, this video diary, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. And I'm off to bed now. I really hope these dogs stop barking.